So Second Wind started from me and my two partners, Kenny and JR. Originally home brewers. We always had the passion for home brewing.
So Hans, JR, and I met locally, largely through the craft beer establishments like New World Tavern and Driftwood Public House. Hans had an apartment brewing setup.
My best friend got me into the craft beer scene and got me a brewing kit for Christmas. And I pretty much fell in love with it. I wanted to learn everything there was to know about beer.
And from there, we decided the three of us clicked really well together in terms of this being a passion to pursue and a business that we thought would be profitable in this area.
We've been here, we've actually started our first batch about 2 years ago, October.
So we leased this space at Howland Street in 2016, and we built it out through 2017, started brewing around Halloween. Our tap room opened in May of 2018, so we've been open almost a year and a half. I had gone to business school with the intent of eventually opening my own company, but really wanted to find something I was passionate about and realized this craft beer boom was occurring around us, and I met people with like-minded interest in seeing, a small community brewery grow into, potentially a regional brand someday. So with that passion, we obviously wanted to make a quality product, learn from brewing, learn from other brewers, and also learn from other sources. So we studied, we read books. First step was recognizing we didn't have a lot of the skills needed to run a brewery besides brewing beer. So we found jobs locally. We worked at independent fermentations from when it opened, as well as craft beer cellar. So through those organizations, we had learned different aspects of the business you wouldn't know as a home brewer.
None of us have actually had formal brewing, aside from a couple classes here and there, but mostly books and basically self-taught.
The series of books on malt, water, yeast, hops, the tasting beer series, the draft quality manual. So we really wanted to be masters of the craft, shy of going to a certificate program or going to school over in Germany. We spent our free time where we weren't working, studying craft and brewing beer.
I would say if you're thinking of starting a new career path, I'd say definitely experience matters and research matters. Do your research. Get as much experience as you can. Talk to everybody who's in the business, and all that helps. It makes it easier for that transition to jump from your mundane 9 to 5 to whatever you want to do for the fun of it.
It's easier to answer what my role is through subtraction. Hans is our head brewer, so he is here full-time brewing all the batches. We brew 4 batches a week.
I typically brew Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Those are usually my brew days. The other days following that are anything that might need to go on in the brew house.
JR comes in on the weekends and does a lot of our cellaring or cleaning. I do pretty much what's left. So multiple hats are sales, marketing, advertising, procurement, distribution. I'm the delivery guy. I take the orders and also help shape what we brew based on what the market is looking for, and work with Hans in terms of developing what beers we want to put out next based on what trends we see coming. If I had to pick a beer to offer to a stranger that captured the essence of our brewery, it'd probably be one of our milkshake IPAs. They're kind of a controversial style in that they're not traditional, they're highly unfounded in terms of having specifications to meet, but we enjoy adding the culinary influences of our brewing into different new kind of trendy styles of beer. Our most popular is called Snowbird. We have Honeybell Tangelos that we buy from Florida. They're only harvested in late January. We zest the peels for our Belgian-style wheat beer, Howlin' at the Moon, and then we're left with this gorgeous, juicy fruit.
Howlin' at the Moon is a Belgian wheat beer brewed with orange peel, coriander, and also Belgian wheat yeast that gives it that hazy character to it. So it's got a slight citrus note to it, but pretty much well balanced. So Second Wind is part of a community of brewers all over the South Shore. We actually have, I think, 10 or 11 in our South Shore Beer Club. We're all very supportive of each other. That we actually started a type of a guild to support each other. It kind of goes both ways when it comes to competition. Although we're all trying to do our best to try to outshine each other, we are very supportive of each other. Each and every one of us send each other to other breweries, things like that. We have a lot of fun with these guys. We meet once a month, not only for our South Shore Beer meetings, but also festivals, events, things like that. We're always excited to get together and do things.
It's been a long path to get here. We've probably been brewing together about 7 years, but now we've got our own place.
This is our second wind.